So the Jordan Peterson video, I think this is very, very good. I hope this isn't a parody of some sci-fi, stupid Chinese, Japanese stuff. I hope this is an original.
No, I think this guy makes his own original animation.
Well, that's what I hope. Somebody made a 3D animation about Jordan Peterson's latest thing. You know, it's very funny. We were on to these Petersons for being a demonic, weirdo, con artist. But more than that, the Peterson family is very strange. There's, even before he talked about the apple cider, which I brought up to you, or the apple cider vinegar, I was the first person to showcase this. He was on Joe Rogan. He goes, I had some apple cider vinegar, sir. I drank some, just a spoonful, and then it was 25 days, no sleep, impending doom. And I go, okay. I pulled this out from the show. I showed you. We said there's something wrong with the Petersons. Tammy, his wife Tammy. I mean, that's a fucking horror movie title in itself. Tammy. You know, what's going on with Tammy in the exorcism type life that you're living with her? That Tammy is fucking fucked in the head. I'm allowed to talk about Tammy. That's a public figure. Pull up Tammy on Michaela's new podcast. Wait till you hear how this bitch speaks. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call her a bitch. I meant to call her a witch. This is Jordan Peterson's wife and fake cancer patient. I mean, there's something strange about the Johnsons. And there's always been something strange. And finally, the world is catching up. You know, you had Michaela with her all-meat diet and her mysterious illnesses. She got Jordan on carnivore. You had Jordan going off to Russia to live in the coma state because he was addicted to benzodiazepines. You had, and it's excuse after excuse. It's secret after secret. It's a remote control car, remote duct tape to the man's hand to make it look like he's operating the car when really there's a stunt driver, robotics expert behind the camera doing the work, just like your favorite movies, remote. There's a lot of weird stuff. The Airbnbs. It's similar to Tim Dillon. When you're living out of so many Airbnbs with your whole family, what's going on? Why are you constantly in a different Airbnb? Why is your home constantly being changed all the time? Why are Canadians moonlighting in America? Why are they living in Transylvania for half the year? Why are they making frequent trips to Moscow? Why are they going to Romania? Imagine if you went on a family vacation to Romania. I'd go, Dad, what are you involved in? What happened? Who do you owe? What's going on? You're not the man I knew. So, yeah, there's a lot of freaky stuff happening, and the world is noticing. It used to be me and my imagination bringing up these Petersons. I feel like I'm part of their family. You know, I almost get jealous when I see other people cover the Petersons. I go, that's my family to cover. Don't you feel like I kind of, but I guess they're the world's family.
I think that you definitely were the first one, but then over the last year, a lot of people have been discovering them themselves.
It's really, and you know what? I don't care
and
about that.
And now they're kind of a big thing.
I'm not a credician type of man, meaning
as long as people are talking about it,
as long as people are talking about it, I'm happy. I'm not a road to credition, which means all you care about is credit and Tom Hanks. I don't care about that. I want to show you this movie that this fella made. Now, if you're listening to the audio-only version in your car, this will mean diddly squat. Diddly. I want you to pull over, transfer over to your phone, get on the video version, try to sync this up. It won't work. Find this video or maybe pause this. It's called Jordan Peterson 12 More Rules video. And whoever made this, I don't know who made this, but whoever made this, I need to contact because they have access to my dreams. Which, Mike, they have access to your dreams. This show is very weird. There's an underlying weirdness to this show that's like a supernatural element to Redbar, a paranormal element to Redbar that swims underneath the creek of reality like a pulsing vein in like a Stranger Things type world. Yeah, there is an underlying supernatural element to Redbar that we always try to shoo away, right? That we always try to go, okay, that was weird, but let's move on. You know, we're not living in some sort of subculture. I'm obviously a man of reason. Everybody knows that. And, but it's hard. It's hard to ignore the signs that I receive, the feelings that I have that always come true, and the visions that I have at night between awakeness and sleeping, where I get a glimpse every night. I don't know if I told you, every night before and people have this, it's like where you slip into a dream, but you're kind of still awake. I get one every night, and I get about 4 minutes of the future. And this guy, I don't know if he gets it too, but he tapped into exactly what I've seen with the Petersons that I've been too afraid to explain. And he's got a video here that I'd like to play for you that shows exactly how I see the Peterson family, and more importantly, the audience that I haven't been able to articulate, his fans. His fans. This is called 12 More Rules. I hope that you've seen this. If you haven't seen it, you're in for a treat. It's 3D animated, and it's by a guy named Amon Animations. AAMON Animations. She's got 36,000 subscribers. This is up to 407,000 views. It's got 33,000 likes and 1.2 thousand dislikes. It's saying the same thing I said in my Demons video, but the clan of Peterson is allowing it. They don't know that this is a huge diss, I don't think. Hold on. They don't know that this is a huge diss, and I hope this isn't one of those things where if Jordan Peterson sees it or Michaela sees it and says she likes it, the guy goes, oh, now I'll pin them. I like them. Oh, they saw them. I hope it's not bad. You see this a lot. Those guys who made the impulsive parody, those 3 Mexican men, they made a huge diss, impulsive parody last week, and then Big Mike was like, this is amazing, and they pinned it. And then Logan came in, this is incredible, and now they're friends with them. No, it's a diss video at its heart, but now that Logan and Big Mike liked it, now, you'd rather be friends with them. That's like Pink Trip style, where they make, it's kind of a diss video to Rogan, those Pink Trip videos, but then Rogan likes it, and then you're like, well, I guess it's better to be friends with Rogan. No, I'm Pink Trip. That's what that is. That's a weak person. That would be like
we made up with Pink Trip.
That would be like if Kumia loved my coverage, and I'm like, well, Kumia rules. Oh, we made up with Pink Trip.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah. Well, here, I hope this guy stays true to his diss. This is a diss. Jordan Peterson, 12 More Rules. And please go click on this. Because I'm playing it in full on the show, I don't want to take away a view for him. So if you could go just click on it, give him the view, mute it while we're playing it. I love this guy. I want to help him. And I want to debut his video to my audience. I think it's very important. This is how I've always viewed Jordan. Enjoy.
I'm afraid your father will have to remain in his coma for several more months. We'll be feeding him pure meat through a tube just like you asked.
It's all 3D.
In the meantime, let's go party all over Europe.
Let's go party all over Europe.
When people think of happiness or pursuing happiness, the first thing they think of is, well, it's a pretty selfish desire. I want to be happy for me. I mean, after all, who wants to be unhappy? But I'm here to tell you that, in fact, happiness is far, far, far more than a selfish desire. It's actually a moral obligation.
So this is, what's his name from that institute Adam Carolla always works with this guy?
Glenn Beck?
No, not Glenn Beck. This is another right-wing speaker that does these. Prager. Dennis Prager.
Sorry.
So it's this fever dream where it starts out with Jordan Peterson in the coma. You see Michaela Peterson at the doctor's office. They're obviously mocking him, and they show everyone in Jordan's life, and they're monstrous. So here's Dennis Prager, and he reveals his true self is like this centipede. I mean, I really just want to play it in full.
It's just
you
so
got to see the
good.
visuals. I don't think I should do a talk-by-talk, play-by-play. I know some of you in your cars, you want to hear that, but it'll ruin his video if I got to describe everything. I might pause 1 or 2 times, but I want you to see what's happening here. And there's this part where there's a whole audience of bug-like creatures watching Jordan Peterson at this talk. I think I'm going to play it in full and just shut up. I think it's important. Let's watch.
When people think of happiness or pursuing happiness, the first thing they think of is, well, it's a pretty selfish desire. I want to be happy for me. I mean, after all, who wants to be unhappy?
Look
but
at
I'm
the
here
audience
to tell you
of
that
bugs
in fact, happiness
watching.
is far,
Look
far,
at the audience.
far more than a selfish desire. It's actually a moral obligation. Whether or not you're happy, and certainly whether or not you act happy, is a very,
Look at the audience.
very altruistic endeavor. Yes, indeed, we have a moral obligation. Happy people make the world better. Unhappy people tend to make the world worse.
There's a scene in Pinocchio where Geppetto wishes on a star, right? And what it means is he lifts up his eyes beyond the horizon to something transcendent. And so he lifts his eyes up above his daily concerns and he says, what I want,
Starting to cry.
what I want more than anything else is that my creation will become a genuine individual, right? It's a heroic gesture because it's so unlikely. And that catalyzes the puppet's transformation into a real being. And we start as puppets. And so the trick is to get rid of your goddamn strings.
I want to be like you, Mr. Peterson.
Look at the audience.
Please tell me how to live.
This is when it clicked in for me that this is my vision. This is the audience. Hold on, let's see if I can get it better. Here.
Peterson.
I want to be like you, Mr. Here's the one that's lit up more.
Please tell me how to live.
I want to be like you, Mr. Peterson. Please tell me how to live. In the audience, instead of people like you. Guys, you ran out with this 12 rules book. You became obsessed. You went on through his talks. That's how I've always seen you. That's how I've always looked at you. I would love to talk to this artist and see. This is why I hope this isn't just a parody of something from some Japanese animation comic or something. I hope this is how he sees this whole Peterson situation. That part to me got my attention, and I hope it got yours. Let's see the rest.
Get rid of your goddamn strings.
I want to be like you, Mr. Peterson. Please tell me how to live.
I want to get into this because this is
Rogan. Look,
I think this is a fascinating thing with you personally. Your diet. You're on this carnivore diet now. This is what I mean.
It transforms into Rogan's studio beautifully from the stage with Dennis Prager and the rodent audience, the bug audience, and it cuts to Rogan, and notice Rogan slowly morphing throughout the video. Let me show you that scene. I mean, this is beautiful. I really should stop pausing and just let it play. But there's so many beautiful parts that I'm just so excited about.
Please tell me how to live.
I want to get into this because this is I think this is a fascinating thing with you personally. Your diet. You're on this carnivore diet now. This is what I mean. What's fascinating to me is I haven't heard any negative stories about people doing this.
Well, I have a negative story.
Okay.
Okay. When we restricted our diet and then ate something we weren't supposed to, the reaction was absolutely catastrophic.
What did you do? What did you switch
transforming?
Well, the worst response, we had some apple cider that had sulfites in it, and that was really not good. Like, I was done for a month.
You were done for a month?
Oh, yeah, it took me out for a month. It was awful.
Apple cider? Like, what was it doing?
Sulfites in it.
What was it doing to you?
Oh, it produced an overwhelming sense of impending doom.
You have to see this video. Look at this.
Come on over here. We are intrinsically tied to the president. He's with us. He's for us.
If you love birds, you'd never want to walk under a window because it's a very sad, sad sight. Jesus said, take this cup. This is my blood of the new covenant.
Ben Shapiro coming up, watch.
I said certified freak 7 days a week. Wet ass hero. Make that pull-out game weak.
Here is a fact. There's no God over me.
You gotta see this
no
a little
policeman
darker.
over
You gotta
me.
see this at home.
There's no one over me. I am God.
Dennis Prager as the centipede.
Fucking cider.
Oh, I didn't sleep that month. I didn't sleep for 25 days. I didn't sleep
What?
at all.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, not
and
good.
this is from fucking cider. From cider.
That's what we thought. Yeah. I mean, look, again, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
You need to wake up, Dr. Peterson. My master. Please wake up for us. We are so lost without you.
I'm about to cry. He wakes up from his coma.
12 more rules.
He's met by a talking cow.
Be right. Eat your meat and worship might. Stand up straight. Listen carefully. Accept your place within the hierarchy.
Pinocchio.
Geppetto. A vision of Geppetto.
Brave little boy.
Clean your room. Pray to God. Obey your lords with 12 new rules.
Pinocchio!
The cricket.
Think of all the cash. Think of all the suits. Don't you think the world needs 12 more rules?
You watch what you say, and you will find out
What is
some
natural
things you
must
say
be
will
right.
come apart,
Eat your
make you
meat
fall
and
apart.
worship
It's a
might.
feeling of chaotic
Stand up
weakness and
straight.
dissolution.
Listen
It's
carefully.
a sense of
Accept
self-betrayal.
your place
And then
within
if
the
you tell the
hierarchy.
truth, that pulls you together and strengthens you.
12 more rules. 12 more rules. 12 more rules.
You're dead, Pinocchio.
He's got the Pinocchio. Oh my god. Oh. Wow.
I'm
12
sweating.
more rules. Holy cow, huh? Again, that's by Amon
I'll
Animations.
post the link in the chat.
Really, seriously, go give that a watch yourself to see it all a little dark on our screen. I need a drink after. That was incredible.